Necromunda is a world of prodigious industrial output, and no hive is productive as Hive Primus. The boundaries of Hive City, as laid out by Helmar's Primaria Geograph, state it begins where a man may lay a foot upon the ash of Hive Base, and ends where one may touch the imperial seals of the wall. In reality, it conforms to no absolute defined border, parts of it reaching down into the underhive, or crawling up the outside of the hive to cling to the lower levels of the spire. It is home to countless industries, from munitions plants to corpse reclamation farms. Its residents live with the constant rumble of factories and machines rising through the floors of their hubs or echoing down from domes overhead. To live in Hive City is to live in the heart of a great machine. Though no serious attempt has ever been made to map Hive City, the clan houses being somewhat resistant to people poking around their domains. For it is rumored that when Surveyor Sikas Gellin was compiling his legendary Apocrypha, he had to complete numerous grueling dinner engagements just to even get the vaguest information on the domains of the clan houses. The Hive City can be broadly divided into a number of regions. The lowest level of Hive City is known as the Circulum Nexus, or Cargo Town to the locals. Here, dozens of subterranean maglev trains converge, and scores of great ash gates lead out to the wastes. The Nexus rings the outer section of the hive, and is dedicated to the receiving, the storing, and the sorting of the endless chain of cargo shipments. Vast warehouses characterize this level, each filled with endless lines of stacked containers, piled so high they reach up out of sight into the gloom. Entire towns exist in the artificial canyons created by these containers, their inhabitants endlessly numbering and checking each container to ensure it reaches its intended destination. At various points, the Nexus breaks through into the underhive below. The most notable of these is the Gilder's Pit, which leads down to Dust Falls. Above the Nexus is the region known as Forge City. Here, the heaviest industries operate, smelting ores and cooking chemicals to feed the factorums above. These industries expel a huge amount of waste, their runoff cascading down the hive shell to the ash heaps below. As the industrial domes and chambers of Forge City thin out, the teeming begins. This is the living core of Hive City, where most of its hubs and industries reside, each providing and producing everything from lasgun focusing crystals to Adeptus Terra sanctioned spoons. The punishment for making any unsanctioned spoon is swift and harsh, and usually involves the spoon in question. Within this tangle of sub-cities, there are a number of noteworthy landmarks, such as the Grand Plaza, where a massive statue of the Emperor, or Lord Helmar, holds the dome aloft, or the Lumen Halls, where the Master Overseers gather to read the endlessly scrolling production numbers of the Hive and set their punishing quotas. The teeming is also home to Penitent's Vault. This vast Gilder prison houses miscreants of all kinds and sizes and shapes as they await execution, or exile, or slavery. Sitting atop the teeming like a crown is the Primus spaceport. While hundreds of landing pads and hangars stud the outside of Hive Primus, the largest concentration can be found on the edge of the world's toxic cloud layer, where Hive City gives way to the Spire. A city in itself, the spaceport never sleeps, with gleaming stratoplanes, massive orbital haulers, and sleek landers all endlessly taking off and setting down. Running along the upper reaches of the Primus spaceport is the Wall. This is the hard barrier between Hive City and the Spire, dividing the clan houses from the noble houses, protecting the privileged elite who dwell above. It is a grave offense for a subject to even approach within sight of the Wall without permission. The punishment, inevitably, is death. An estimated 5 to 10 billion people work and live within Hive City. These range from clanners serving one of the great clan houses to the Helot workers who make up the Hive's drudging classes. The clans are the de facto rulers of Hive City, and their domains reflect their importance. Nation-states in their own right, each one dominates a region of Hive City. The Orlocks control much of the Nexus, and many of the ash gates that lead to it, in the name of the Guild of Coin. Goliaths rule that city, constantly expanding their realm to make room for even greater furnaces and new arena towns filled with fighting pits. The Vansar and Escher, as befits their rank as the oldest clan houses, dwell largely in the upper reaches of the teeming, controlling parts of the spaceport and the domes that cling to the underside of the Wall. Cawdor and Delac are different in that their clans can be found almost anywhere in Hive City, the Cawdor thriving in every disused nook and cranny, the Delac appearing mysteriously where they are least expected. It is rumored that the Delac long ago destroyed all direct links to their parts of Hive City, and even Lord Helmar doesn't know precisely where their center of power is located. With so many people and so many competing interests, violence within Hive City is carefully monitored by Lord Helmar. While the streets of the teeming or the cargo canyons of the Nexus are far from safe, there is order of a sort, maintained by the Palanite enforcers. Thus do the clan houses work out their grievances in the lawless expanse of the Underhive, lest the precarious and ancient peace of Hive City ever be broken by open warfare, and the whole system comes crashing down. Hello, my little fluffers, it's Adam here. I hope you've enjoyed this series of Necromunda Historica. I've actually really enjoyed doing it. It's been quite a lot of fun. If you guys would like to see more of these short little series exploring different areas and different things, then let me know in the comments below. Also, share us out. Let people know that we're here. We've been going for quite some time now, and the subscriptions are absolutely amazing. But I keep coming across people who don't know that we're here. Come on. If you do it, you might get a lovely Palanite Enforcer hat. There is no Palanite Enforcer hats. Or is there? Ooh. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you so much for listening to us. It really does mean the world to me. You guys take care. Bye-bye.